Welcome to Tampa Talk Sports Talk. I am your host, jimmykeough, and welcome back. Like I said, it's Super Bowl week. We're all hyped in Tampa. We're all hyped, basically everywhere. Any NFL fan is hyped because the Super Bowl's coming. The Super Bowl is on the way. But it is a slow Super Bowl week, like I said in the last video, also because of the fact, it's not like a normal one. The Chiefs aren't coming down to Saturday. Not a lot of interviews over Zoom, all that. NFL protocol bullshit. Now, we did have some news in my last video. 2 Chiefs players are in COVID quarantine. Now, if you didn't see that, check that out. Shout out to y'all. But just like a normal, typical sports show, we're going to have to recycle some shit, and we're going to have to talk about what ifs. Basically, every sports show has a good 45 minutes to an hour of just talking about possibilities of what could happen until they happen or they don't. So we'll talk about some. There's a lot of quarterbacks in the trade pool. We just saw a fucking hell of a trade the other day. We had Matty Stafford for old Jared Goff over there to Detroit. That's a big one. We can talk about some other ones. We can talk about, what I think. And we'll start off right here. We'll start off with the first guy. We'll start off with Carson Wentz. Now, I'm an Eagles fan. Shout out to that. Shout out to my birds. Eagles always first, ride or die. But do I think Carson Wentz is going to leave Philadelphia? Absolutely not. He's not leaving. They fired Doug Peterson because he didn't have the same views for Carson Wentz and the future of the team and all that shit. Now it's like, okay, now what do you do with Jalen Hurts? You keep him. Keep him as well. Because if Carson Wentz can't fucking figure it out, you're going to have to dump his ass. And unfortunately, that probably will happen. I mean, considering Carson Wentz, I'm an Eagles fan, so I think everyone's shit. So considering Carson Wentz didn't really do decent, hasn't really done decent since his 2017 2017 MVP, year, but he didn't get the MVP because he got injured. Anyways, he has not been the same, and that's just fact. That's just the way it is. He has not been the same since his injury. I'm tired of hearing all that. Oh yeah, well, no, he has not been the same, and it's the truth. It's hard pill to swallow, but it's the truth. Do I think he's going to go? No. I think he's going to stay right at home. Now, if the Eagles trade him, will I be happy or will I be sad? I'll just be confused. Very confused. Because it's like, why the fuck we fired Doug? Then I'll be like, okay, we're really trusting Jalen Hurts. He didn't really have that good of a final run. He had one against the Saints. That's the big win. Other than that, I'm not too happy. For any outcome, actually. I think any Eagles fan is just really disappointed in the team, and we just want to see them win. And until they start winning, we're going to be disappointed in everything. That's just a typical NFL fan, and definitely a typical Eagles fan. So Carson Wentz staying in Philadelphia. But if he does get traded, where will he go? I hate to say it, but it has to be probably the Colts. That's the only place I would see him going. And if the Colts aren't going to offer a first-round pick for him, I think I'm going to eat a bullet. And that's just that's just the truth. If we get rid of Carson Wentz without a first-round pick, either this year or next year, I'm eating a fucking bullet. You heard it here first. But moving on to the next quarterback, we have Mr. Jimmy G. Now, the reason why I put him in here is because, the 49ers did go after Mr. Matt Stafford. But, again, their just trade probably wasn't good enough because 2 first-rounders in a third round and a quarterback is a fucking hell of a deal. So, they probably went after Matty Stafford, and there was also talks that, they were hitting up other quarterbacks like Deshaun Watson was in the mix and all that stuff. So, is Jimmy G really safe? No. Where do I see Jimmy G going? Hey, bring him back to New England. What the fuck's stopping you? What the fuck's stopping y'all bringing him back to New England? If the 49ers end up getting a quarterback like Deshaun Watson or maybe, I don't know, let's say Matt Ryan or maybe, I don't know, any of these quarterbacks. They end up picking any quarterback because they're not satisfied. And Jimmy G, send him to New England. Send him back to New England over to Bill Belichick, and I guarantee you he'll have something there. I think he'll like it, he'll appreciate it. But where do I think Jimmy G's going? Like a definite, like where I think he's going, because I already said where he's going. But definitely where he's going. I don't think he's going to move. I think they're going to ride it out. The 49ers are going to ride it out with Jimmy G. I don't think they're going to get Deshaun Watson. I don't think they're going to get Matt Ryan, any of these quarterbacks out in the market. I think they're going to ride out with Jimmy G until he poops out or he does something phenomenal for them. Because they did have a good 49ers team just a year ago when they were in the Super Bowl, but injuries just fucking took them out by the shins. And that's unfortunate, but that's that. Now we'll go to our next boy, Mr. Matt Ryan. We love him, Mr. Cry-in-the-Face Matt Ryan, Mr. Comeback Kid. Actually, he never comes back. He always is the comeback on. So, like I said, Matt Ryan, where is he going? Hell of a contract. What is he, like, fucking, not Patrick Mahomes money, but he's like over a $150 million quarterback. Now, where would he go? What if he goes to New England? What if he goes to the Texans? What if the Texans, they say, you know what, we're actually going to put Deshaun Watson out in the market. He really doesn't want to be here. He's going to be a cancer to our team. So put him out in the market. The Atlanta Falcons go, hey, we will give you Matt Ryan and like a first rounder, maybe 2 first rounders, because that's like basically Deshaun Watson is going to be the centerpiece of watching in this off season. If you haven't already, realized that from the multiple hours of coverage of Deshaun Watson being unsatisfied with the Texans. We even did a whole video on it. But he said, he's just a franchise quarterback waiting to happen. And, I think he is. I think he's a little overhyped, but I think he has a lot of potential. And he could be there. He could be up in that level. He could be up in the Aaron Rodgers, level, and the Russell Wilson level. Good quarterback, has won a Super Bowl, but I think he needs to go somewhere. If he leaves the Texans, I love how we started talking about Matt Ryan, now we're talking about Deshaun Watson. If he leaves the Texans, he needs to go somewhere that he has weapons around him. Not saying he didn't have weapons. He did. Some got traded away, and then others got injured, and then others did drugs, so they got suspended. But he needs to go somewhere. I think the perfect fit would have been, like, if we've seen a lot of, I've never seen in my personal lifetime, I've never seen a quarterback traded for a quarterback. They traded 2 quarterbacks, Detroit Lions and Los Angeles Rams, and, I'm young, so forgive me if y'all have seen some in my years. I'm sorry, but I've never seen that I remember as of right now. So you think about the quarterback switch. What if you're like, hey, we're not satisfied with Tua? Trade Tua and Deshaun Watson. What if you're like, hey, New York, hey, Sam Darnold, Deshaun Watson, maybe throwing a couple picks there, New York. But if I'm Atlanta and I'm saying, all right, we're definitely getting rid of Matt Ryan, where are we going to go? I see him going. I see him, hey, we can even do the Jimmy G Matt Ryan trade. Imagine that shit. Say, hey, Matt Ryan, we'll give you Matt Ryan, a couple little picks, and then we'll get back Jimmy G. Now, do I think Jimmy G's a franchise quarterback? No. Do I think he got the 49ers to the Super Bowl? Kinda. He's not full 100%. It's definitely that defense. It's definitely that running game too. If they didn't run all over the Packers 2 years ago, getting a phone call. Could it be breaking news? Tampa, Florida. Hello. Hello. I am James.
This is Kim, and I'm calling about a property I believe you own.
Yes.
Yeah, well, our company is actually buying houses in the area, and I was wondering if you would consider a cash offer on the property.
Suck your mom. That's how I fucking feel about these people calling me. They're in the middle of my show. I'm doing a fucking show, right? They have no respect. No fucking respect for this business. They have no respect for my hobbies. They have no respect for anything I fucking do. And I'm tired of it. Stop calling my house. Stop calling me. I do not want to sell my property, nor I ever want to sell my property. I'm living here forever. Fuck off. Back to what I'm saying. What the fuck? I'm trying to do a show. This happens. It's either the goddamn neighbors talking. It's either an airplane flying over my fucking house, it's either the goddamn trash people, or it's someone calling me asking me if I want to fucking sell my house. If I wanted to sell my house, it would be on the goddamn market. But, back to what I was saying, you can even see, is Jimmy G a franchise quarterback? Absolutely not. Yes, if they didn't get ran all over the Packers, do I see them winning the NFC Championship? No. If the Packers defense didn't suck, would they have won the NFC Championship? No. They got fucked by the Chiefs. So it's not like, it's like I said, Jimmy G, I don't think he's a franchise quarterback. I think he just got lucky, kind of like Nick Foles. As much as I don't want to say that, I think he got lucky, and that's just that. So, Deshaun Watson, like I said, where do I think he's going? He's going somewhere. I don't think he's actually going to go anywhere. I said that. If they decide to trade him, they can say, fuck you, Deshaun, and keep him captive. But will they do that? Probably. Sam Darnold, that guy's just a fucking lost cause. Sorry, bud. You just got fucked by the, hey, that's business. You just got fucked by the Jets. He said, hey, we'll draft you. We'll draft a team around you. Absolutely not. The opposite happened. They picked up 60-year-old Frank Gore over there. And they're like, hey, bud, try to do your best with this. They traded away Robbie Anderson, their only fucking wide receiver that was half a shit over there to Carolina. But like I said, these quarterbacks, this is all what ifs. I hate doing this. I only like reporting on the facts. I hate doing these what ifs bullshit. But I'm excited for the NFL free agency, as you can tell. I'm excited for where these quarterbacks are going. Final sentence after this whole video is done. After this whole video, here's the end of the video. Final sentence. Carson Wentz, staying in Philly. Jimmy G, staying in 49ers. Deshaun Watson, staying at the Texans. Matt Ryan is going to get cut or traded to either the Jets or, I don't fucking know. And then, Mr. himself gets fucked over, Sam Darnold. He will get cut or just will be a second-string quarterback, which I highly doubt they'll have 2 first-round picks just sitting there back to each other. Sam Darnold's getting cut. Sam Darnold's getting traded. What if he gets traded to... We're not doing this. This is the end of the video. I hate fucking doing this, but I have to do it. Because you know what? We're a sports talk. We're a sports show. Shout out to y'all. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Watching the video. Shout out to you. If you made it this long, I appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you didn't, well, guess what? Move along. I'm joking. Shout out to you. I love everyone who clicks on my videos. If you liked it and you want to see more, subscribe. If you didn't like something I said, leave a comment down below. I love talking to y'all. I love arguing with y'all. I love when y'all roast me. Shout out to y'all. Have a good day. Bless up.